Boulder, Colorado, a vibrant space where the aspiration of young creatives merge seamlessly with the pursuit of education. In this bustling environment, dreams are nurtured and encouraged, pushing individuals to chase their creative dreams despite the pull of the corporate world. From pre-graduation uncertainties to post-graduation challenges, we see the obstacles faced by those who dare to dream creatively.
My name is Dora Jane Ryan. I go by DJ. I've always wanted to be like an artist. I think when I was younger, I'd always ask my dad to like draw with me. I loved writing when I was younger. I think my very first experience with writing was I took the book Arthur, like with the mouse and stuff, and I copied the whole thing in my own journal because I just loved writing that much. I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna copy the whole thing. I got my first camera when I was 15, and then I took a photography class in high school, and my teacher was like, take my film class. And I said, okay. So I decided that like film was something that I wanted to pursue and try out. So I changed my major in college. This was like senior year, so I'd already gotten to CU. So I changed my major at CU from English to cinema studies. So I think deep down I've always kind of known this is like the area that I would end up in, but it took me till senior year of high school to realize it. I think for a very long time my family did not take me seriously or what I did seriously. I had some roadblocks in college that kind of, I think, led my family to be like, oh, she's just, My grandfather at one point actually pulled me aside one day and said, you should change your major. I said, oh, why? He's like, you should do something that'll make you more money. It's like more reasonable. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm good. Now he like is super like, he values like what I'm doing because he saw like that I'm happy with what I do. So the turning point, I think, for my family didn't come until the end of last year, because I did my final project where I like had a budget, I had a whole crew, I wrote a screenplay, did the whole thing, and then I was like super stoked about. My parents were like, wow, you made this. Like, yeah. I organized like a little watch party, premiere film festival, I guess, for my film and my friends' films from class. And then they saw like photos from that. I just remember like my dad seeing like a picture of me like on the stage. He's like, what the hell? He was so like, what? He's like, where'd this come from? I'm like, I don't know, man. One thing that I'm very proud of is that I haven't given up and that I have consistently tried to one-up myself. I like to put it that way. So I think that's one thing about me is I don't settle. I don't give up. I don't take the easy route with work because I know I know my abilities. I know to what extent I can work and stuff like that. I would absolutely tell anybody who's in this industry, if they really love it, to like never stop. When you love something, I feel like, especially like in creative, you can like make some really cool art and so that means the most to you. And yeah, I would never encourage anyone to like stop. Like, this industry is difficult, but if you love it, I feel like it's gonna be the easiest thing in the world because it's just something you want to do. So I started my film festival, One and Done Film Festival, in December, and then I was like, who's gonna show up? I have no idea. And I got there a little bit early to set up. And then before I knew it, there were like over 100 people in Trident, which is insane because Trident is tiny. And then we were showing our films and everyone was like laughing together and like reacting together, and it was so cool. And wow, yeah, it was one of the coolest nights of my entire life because I got to show my film to a bunch of people that were excited to see it, and all my friends got to show their films. And then I had some people come up to me after saying, next one you do, can I show my film? And then I go home for break And my dad and my stepmom were like, you should make it like legit. And I said, what do you mean like you should get an LLC, you should make it a film festival? I'm like, okay. So that's what I did. I've been planning it since January. Yeah, it's just a place for creatives of Boulder who are like our age group to show their work and hang out together. And I mean, one and done fosters community. I think you need a community around you to like push you. Yeah, you just gotta put your head down and grind. And then one day you're gonna look up and be like, wow, I spent my life doing what I love to do. It's so cool. And I've only been out of school for 4 months, and I'm so content with what I've done so far, so.
Hi, I'm Anna. Yeah, I don't know what to say. One of my creative dreams that I've had since I was really little has always been to just perform, so singing, dancing, whatever. I've definitely had people tell me like, oh, like that's cute. Like when I've like said what I want to do in life is to like sing. Like when I didn't know what else I wanted to do, I was like, oh, I just know I want to sing. People would be like, that's cute, but like what's your real dream? Like, well, like what's your real job gonna be? So yeah, but I've kind of just like put that aside. Like I'm trying to focus on what makes me happy.
My name is Jacob Patterson, and I make movies. I'm a writer, so I want to get published for short stories. I want to sell scripts, but I'm also an actor and I make movies, so I want to be in movies, I want to be an actor, I want to be an actor, and yeah. You know, I've never been deterred from my dreams, which sounds pretentious. School has been a big deterring factor, actually.
Oh, wow.
Even though I'm studying film, I find it limiting sometimes, and might be hitting that big dropout button every now and then. Anyone who makes it in Hollywood either thinks they're delusional or they have something, and you never know until you actually make it. So maybe I'm delusional, but we'll see one day.
Well, I'm Tilly, and I'm a senior here at University of Colorado Boulder. I am a BFA acting major. I plan on moving to New York City, moving with my sister because she has a place there, so I'm going to take advantage of that. And I'm really excited. I think something that I really admire about the program here for acting is that I do get opportunities to be in plays. And yes, the classes are good. I have a lot of one-on-one time with my professors, but I've had so many I didn't do this a lot in high school, actually. So I think it's so neat that I was able to kind of jump into this here. I didn't even know I wanted to major in this. I got into theater because my older sister did it, and being a little sister, like you kind of want to be like your older sister. And I did a few community theater plays when I was like really little, and then in high school, I did a play where one of the characters was actually named Tilly. It was called She Kills Monsters. I think the high school drama teacher was like, oh, that's your name? Okay, I'm gonna cast you in that part. But I loved that. But I didn't really want to major in it ever. That wasn't in the I actually wanted to do outdoor education when I came here, but they don't offer that here. And I kind of just decided to major in theater, and I'm so happy that I did because it's been a huge part of my identity now, and it's been exciting to kind of like feel a little bit new in this, I guess, and getting the opportunity to do so many cool projects. I've done 2 Shakespeare plays through that, which I love. I love Shakespeare because I love live theater in general. I think it does a lot of things that film can't do because you can hear the audience laugh, and it's a different experience every single night. It's vulnerable work, right? You know, you're trying to live truthfully in the moment under these like given circumstances that the playwright gives you. So it is, and you're bringing yourself to these characters. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, this is my craft, you know, this is my precious thing, and then you hear no, and like, that's hard. So I think, yeah, that's a fear, and like I know it's a very competitive industry, so I guess but I don't know though, I think even just auditioning to me, it's like that's a chance to perform. And I think a fear is, I just hope I don't lose my passion in all of that, because I think the business side of things can suck the joy out of it. And I feel like the second that I'm not having fun with it, is the second, that one, I don't do as well in the performance, and two, I actually like the process part of it and like the rehearsal, and I feel like I just want to keep my spark and like drive alive, and I think that's a really big goal going now into outside of the educational theater world and into the market. Not doing this would be way worse, I think, because I kind of can't, if I could think of anything else that I wanted to do, I would, because that sounds easier, honestly. Because yeah, more financial security, job security. I mean, and after you're searching for your next 30 jobs, and not like one job. You don't sign a contract for like that long. So, and I've like thought, but I cannot think of anything else that I would want to do. I'm gonna jump in the dragon's mouth and be like, okay, if that does happen, I'm kind of okay. Again, this also sounds melodramatic, dying trying. I'll keep auditioning until one, I guess I'm not passionate about it anymore, or two, I literally die. No, I'm doing this.